We investigate some of the most valuable treasure hoards that have ever been discovered, ranging from golden crowns in Poland to an astounding number of silver coins on the island of Jersey. Before we start, we want to remind you to subscribe to our channel to watch more amazing content like this. Let's continue. Number 6. The hoard found in Staffordshire. The Staffordshire Hoard is a collection of well-preserved Anglo-Saxon treasures valued over $4 million, including 4 kilograms of gold. It is considered to be one of the most famous treasures ever found in Britain. The treasure was buried around the 7th century AD, which was a time of significant cultural, political, and social upheaval in England. It was at this time that the Kingdom of Mercia attained its position of preeminence over the kingdoms of Wessex, East Anglia, and Northumbria as a result of its increasing power and notoriety. During this time period, Christianity was also growing in prominence. Terry Herbert, a member of a metal detecting club in Lichfield, Staffordshire, was the one who stumbled upon the gold artifacts in landowner Fred Johnson's field in 2009, which led to the discovery of the cache by the local authorities. The two individuals got in touch with the authorities. With Johnson's authorization, English Heritage and Birmingham Archaeology have begun a comprehensive dig in the field. This endeavor is being supported financially by Johnson. The archaeologists found a couple of hundred golden artifacts throughout their dig. In 2012 and 2013, further wealth was discovered during follow-up excavations. The treasure trove currently comprises a total of 4,600 pieces of gold, silver, and garnet. In addition to the 4 kilograms of gold, there is also 1.7 kilograms of silver. Additionally, there are 3,500 items made of garnet. The treasure has a distinct air of a military nature about it. Crosses, gold strips with inscriptions, gold sheets, a silver helmet, sword hilt fittings, sword pommel caps, and scabbard pendants are some of the Christian relics that may be found in this collection. The trove did not contain any coins or jewelry for ladies of any kind. It is unknown to historians who buried it and for what purpose they did so. Terry Herbert and Fred Johnson each received an amount that was comparable to $4 million from the Treasure Valuation Committee, which was authorized by the Treasure Act of 1996. Due to the fact that the money had to be divided between the two guys, it led to a highly public argument between them. They both accused the other of being greedy, and then they parted ways on a negative note. Number 5. Hoxne Hoard. When Rome was beginning to lose control of Britain in the 4th and 5th century AD, the Hoxne Hoard was buried there. During this time, the so-called barbarians of Anglo-Saxony began their invasion. A severe economic downturn occurred, the Roman army was withdrawn, and general anarchy prevailed. Because of this, historians have come to the conclusion that the treasure was buried in order to conceal its owner's wealth. During this turbulent period in British history, it's possible that it was the property of a wealthy Roman family that lived there. Eric Laws, a metal detectorist who was searching for a hammer in 1992 when he discovered the trove, which was located on a farm in Hoxne, Suffolk. After discovering a large number of spoons and money, he made the decision to report his find to the authorities and to the Suffolk County Council. Laws and farmer Peter Watling divided the reward of $1.75 million, which is comparable to $4.6 million in today's currency. Around 15,000 gold, silver, and bronze coins are included in the trove, in addition to jewelry, pepper pots, silver spoons, ladles, a vase, bowls, a beaker, and a one-of-a-kind body chain. During the reigns of notable figures from the 4th century, such as Constantine II, Valentinian I, and Honorius, the coins were produced. Archaeologists have been able to determine who may have owned these treasures because to the information found on a bracelet and 3 spoons. A Latin inscription may be seen on the bracelet, which reads, "Use this happily, Lady Julianne." The name Aurelius or Sicinius is also engraved on several of the spoons. Number 4. Cuerdale Hoard. An unusual lead box was discovered by several laborers in Cuerdale, Lancashire, in May of 1840 when they were tending to repairs near the River Ribble. The location was in Cuerdale. They had, to their utter amazement, stumbled upon one of the greatest Viking riches ever discovered. The trove consisted only of things made of silver and had an astonishing total of 8,600 separate pieces. This comprises bullion in the form of rings and brooches as well as coins from Scandinavia, Anglo-Saxony, Frankish, Kufic, Islamic, Byzantine, Carolingian, and Papal countries, as well as Danelaw. Following the conclusion of an investigation in the year 1840, the trove was given to the Duchy of Lancaster by Queen Victoria. The practice of burying Viking riches is not all that uncommon. Historians have a theory that the Vikings buried their wealth during times of political unrest to keep it secure. It's possible that the owners had no choice but to make a hasty getaway. It's also possible that they buried the treasure so that its former owners might take it with them to Valhalla when they passed away. Number 3. Catillon II Treasure Trove. The making of this revelation took a whole 3 decades. During the 1980s, on the island of Jersey, Great Britain, a woman named Carol told 2 metal detectorists named Richard Miles and Reg Mead that her late father's farm had ancient coins buried on it. The 2 people were given permission to search the farmer's field for an entire day, but they came up empty-handed. They didn't find the large treasure of coins and jewels until 2012, after searching for it for the previous 30 years. The gold-necked torques, glass beads, and coins all date back to the year 50 BC. This treasure was a lump of corroded, green Celtic coins that measured 140 centimeters by 70 centimeters by 15 centimeters and was discovered 1 meter below the surface. It was completely fused. Jersey Heritage and other official authorities believe that it is the largest Celtic coin trove that has ever been discovered. The state government of Jersey shelled over $5.2 million to acquire the hoard. Number 2. Panegyrish Treasure. In 1949, 3 Bulgarian brothers made a fortunate discovery when they stumbled upon a golden treasure that belonged to the Thracian culture. They discovered the 9 golden containers while working for clay near Panegyrish, Bulgaria. The gold in the vases was 24 carats. These items consisted of a phial, a drinking horn, a decanter, an amphoraeton, and a whistle. They were most likely used as dinnerware as well as for religious rites. They dug down 2 meters, and there the riches was waiting for them. The 6.1 kilograms of gold were mined somewhere during the 3rd and 4th centuries B.C. It is likely that the wealth belonged to the king of the Thracians, Sudes III. Hercules, Alexander the Great's exploits, and other characteristics of Thracian culture are among of the topics shown on the vessels, which also feature scenes from Greek mythology and history. This treasure trove does not have a value that has been estimated. It is considered priceless by historians. Number 1. Rota Treasure. The Rota Treasure is a collection of gold and silver coins, precious stones, jewelry, and a gold crown that dates back to the 14th century and was discovered in the 1980s in the town of Rodalaska in Poland. It is estimated to be worth a cool $120 million. During the demolition operations that took place in 1985, construction workers came across the trove. The building workers unearthed over 4,000 silver and gold florin coins over the course of multiple excavations up until the year 1988. Additionally, they discovered 3 rings, 2 gold pendants, a clasp, and a gorgeous crown. During the excavation, certain objects suffered damage. The wealth most likely belonged to Charles IV, who reigned as Holy Roman Emperor from 1355 to 1378, and Blanche of Valois, who was Charles IV's wife. This is it for today's video. Like this video, and share your feedback with us in the comments and subscribe to us before leaving.